Welcome back to Derail Valley with Freddy. We are ready to begin our challenge. Got all the engines running, so now it's just a case of hand jobs in. Pray we can make it across to catch the train up. So I think it's going to be, yeah, we're going to go with that. That's going to be dry enough, because otherwise, apparently between them saves, I've lost all the freaking jobs. Right, I shall just pick them all up again and be back in 2 secs. Okay, so we've actually got all our jobs now, which is a bonus. So I now start handing this lot in. Right, so the last job to hand in will be the helicopter one. I'll get a little bit of a head start because it's not that long a track. Just double check my signals. We keep right. So that would have been a mistake. Oh no, that is a keep right, up and out. Happy days. Right. So we are set. We know all the other signals are set. So let us begin. Can we beat the train again? I'm going to keep this on because we need to get speed. Speed is really where this is going to be. It's going to be the biggest decider here. Pushing it. Oh, we've made it comfortably. Well, let's go catch our train up. We're picking up some pace, which is good. There she is. That wasn't as much of a challenge as I thought it was going to be. So a big long train. Really want to be doing 40 before we hit that turn. Temperature there on the DH4. This is going to be a challenge. Oof. This is where the fun begins. Right, I'm just going to keep the hammer down here. I think by the time we get round this turn, start making a gradient. That's where it's really going to become challenging. Bit too quick there. Slow down for this bit. Right, it's too much speed, it's too much. Concerned of derailing here. Making it round. Good. It's good. There's the back of the train just climbing up the hill now as we're heading towards the turn. Down to 39. just for my own benefit, I'd like to see when that reaches there. We made it up this part. That's a damn good start. Once we make it to Sawmill, do that first drop, it's going to be much easier. So we're going to shed a lot of weight off that first drop. Let me just get the book. We're dropping 506 tons on the first drop. That's a lot of weight to shed, and that's a lot of weight we are hauling up here as well. Yowsies. We've not got sand running. DH4 is not liking this so much. We've got half the train up now. This is looking promising. That's actually some good speed we've kept there. To only drop to 33 up that with this amount of weight, that's damn good going. And we're picking up again now. Oh. Throttle a bit there. So that's our train all the way up out of harbour now. Nice. A lot of this run is probably going to be quite low speed. Temperature come down because that's gotten rather hot. So I'm not 100% convinced on our speed here. I want a slight uphill. Keep some throttle on there. $70 decreasing. So for this first section, especially through City West, I don't think pushing beyond 45 is going to be realistic, really. Because by the time we hit one speed increase, by the time the back of the train gets to it, we're going to be on another speed decrease. Most of this run is 40s. This is certainly going to be interesting. The drop at coal power plant is going to be the fun one, that's for sure. Drops a little more speed than I want. I want to try and keep the pace up, hit what bonuses we can. It's not going to be the be all and the end all, that's for sure. I think the one most at risk is the attack choppers, but that's going to pay 157,000 regardless, so if we get the bonus for that, bonus. If we don't, oh well. So there we go, 50 limit there. A bit more pace on. Once we come out the other side of City West, or City South, sorry, that'll be where we'll really start to see the speeds. It's not a track I run very often down this southern flank, so I thought it'd be something a little interesting to do, something a bit different. I could have gone up our usual route through Oil Well Central and Farm and that area. I thought, nah, let's try a bit of a different route and a bit more of a big train with a caboose than we now have. Now that we've got it fitted with the wireless signal booster, it is going to be glorious. So we should be on pretty much a straight run, yeah. Right, left. Which is exactly what we want. Kill a bit of speed, don't go too quick. Right to left, straight through, happy days. Keep right for another straight through run. Beautiful. So again, majority of this, it's all about that speed management. The dynamic brake's really going to play effect here because it's going to take so long to get the normal brakes actually, the air brakes engaged, because by the time they reach the rear of the car, rear of all the cars to actually start slowing down, it takes ages on a train of this length. So the dynamic brake will massively help, as both DE6s and the DH4 plus the Slug all dynamic brake. I think the Caboose has a, I don't think it has a dynamic brake actually, but it is a braking assistant, so that does help. Right, so we're on an 80 there, decreasing. So start the distance tracker and that'll let us know when we've actually cleared out of City South. So we know we can maintain 50, so we're on a 50 increasing there. So I have a good idea of the handle position on the throttle here, just how much throttle I've got on for the DH4, so I'm not totally reliant on that temperature setting for it. Can't afford to go up one more, but we're better at the southern one. When the red, there we go, red lights come on, but look at the temperature difference at the DE6 there. Massive, massive difference. And off just a touch. I must keep an eye for speed signs. So we've left City South officially. Start again for that 70. That red light starts bouncing, it's saying that it's hitting the limit for the DH4. With the overheat protection on the DH4, it'll automatically back down the throttle, but it backs down the throttle for all three engines, not just the DH4. Bit annoying, but you know, it is what it is. So next one should be a keep left. Looks like we're struggling with speed, which is why I'm going to keep the DH4 on until we've done the drop at City West. It's just the extra power which will help with speed, braking, everything. Because 3 engines on a dynamic brake is much better than 1. Looks like we're not actually going to be getting much above 40 on this run. Us into the 70 zone now, so we do pick up pace. It's not a problem. We're on a just a slight incline, not even +1, so see the temperatures come up now on the DE6s. Mostly just the weight of the load for this, right? So we're on a 50 increasing. So journey wise, we are on this section around about here at the moment. So we're going to be on a keep left, so keep left and into Sawmill. So that's nice and easy for working out your signals. So Sawmill is going to be our first drop. So that's this one, B3I. Left, left and into B. Oh, sorry, we're going right and into B, sorry. Right, right, left, B3I, happy days. So we know that's set properly. Try and give it a bit more power. Could use a bit more speed. Oh, look at that fuel we've used already. You can see it kicking back there. It does not like that pace. This is where the DE6 is superior. If we'd have 3 DE6s, this wouldn't be an issue. But the problem is, the DE6 is not wirelessly controllable, which is why we have the DH4. But the trouble is, if we put another DE6 on, we're basically just adding 125 tons. It's sort of, although we get that power of that third DE6. It's a tempting idea. It is a tempting idea. But we're so close to that 3 million goal, I think we just run with the configuration we currently have. 100 speed decreasing. Let me know when we've cleared the corner. Our beautiful Derail Valley. Gorgeous scenery. I'm really looking forward to when they do put this into a dual track configuration, because I think that'll add some extra fun. I've taken off a bit of speed so we don't go too fast. We're on a bit of decline behind us, and now we can see temps just dropped off. It just helps everything out because we burn a bit more oil when we're in that higher temperatures on the DH4. Not going to be a major issue. For what we're doing, is we're doing fine. Right, so we passed the first one. So onto this section here, which is going to be another left and into Sawmill. Remember rightly, this is a 20 corner, so we're going to have to watch that 20 corner into a 30 corner. So this bit's going to be critical. Ooh, 40. Oh, distance tracker, we've cleared that corner. Watch for the next one to say we've cleared this 40 corner. The speed was going to increase, so do need to keep an eye for that. Not seen the sign yet. I think that Sawmill we can see over in the far left. Just see it in the distance. That's Forest Central, or Forest South, sorry. I have got a pole up and running. In fact, that is Forest South, unless I'm mistaken. There we go, there's the 60. Start the tracker off. We're only 10 metres over, so that's why I'm going for a bit past it. So yeah. That is Forest South over there. See the lovely flashing green beacon of the station. So again, I appreciate the noise is quite noisy. Or it certainly is on my headset. I can hear the difference. a 70 decreasing, and I'm going to start going downhill on a 1.4. Ooh. That's going to help pick up some pace. There's a 40 behind that, so it's where it comes in handy to try and remember your speeds. That's a 40 ahead of us on a downhill. Right, let's kill the speed. So don't need to worry about clearing that now because we're remaining 40. We've got part of it in an uphill, part of it in a downhill. This is where it gets fun. Keep left there. On a 40, I'm watching this. We're on a 30 there. Right, brake. Ooh. Brakes on, brakes on, brakes on. So I mean about that speed and the length. Ooh. Time it takes to slow this beast down. It's just creeping up a bit too much for my liking. We're remaining at 30. Back off a bit of the normal brake there. A bit of the dynamic. I'm concerned of overheating that DH4. Off of all the normal brake. Slowly creeping up, but we can afford to put a bit more dynamic on if we need. Yeah, will there. Try and maintain this 33. Lucky I zoomed in for that 30. I thought, well, this is looking a bit sharp. Still on a 30 and on a downhill. Less of a downhill. We're into a 70 now on a downhill. Can we make it out of here all the way before we actually get to Sawmill? That's the question. I'm going to keep an eye on the timer here. This run is more than likely going to go over 2 episodes. So, here's what it is. I'm going to try not to make massive hour-long episodes. I appreciate it's a lot to watch through in one sitting. Not everybody has that time. But I have got a poll up and running if you're interested in more Derail value or think I'm doing enough with the current realistic series, because I'm possibly looking at starting a casual series which will include the external camera so you can see the full length of these trains. It means starting from scratch, but that's what it is. Why have I got another signal coming up? Made that turn. Let's keep on to. Alright, so this is going to be the final. Keep left. It's a 40 left. afford to let gravity pick up a bit of this. I'll have to flick the brake back on because we're into a minus 1.8. Oof. Distance tracker, but we shouldn't be that far. Probably be into Sawmill before we actually get the back of the train clear of that. Play with the dynamic brake a little bit. Use the dynamic brake as much as we can. Dynamic, leveling off into an uphill, so just keep an eye on this speed. Quite a bit of an uphill now, into a 50 limit. Still got a lot of way behind us pushing us on that downhill. That's why we're able to maintain this speed on an uphill. As the back of the train clears it, we will need some throttle. There we go. And into another 40. So I'm going to have to watch the speed again on this climb. Climby section in the middle there at +2 that I did notice. Keep the power down as best we can. And we are coming up for Sawmill now, and it's going to be a 40. Right, okay, so I'm going to watch that. 40 with a +2.2. It's not going to like this. Speed just filtering away, but I just can't afford to put that power on anymore than what we've got. We're in the realm of praying we get up this bit. I didn't even look, but we are going to keep right. Well, we know the settings correct. Right, so B3I. That's good. I'm not dropping any more speed, that's a good sign. Ready to jump out here. Away from us. Bit of the throttle, actually keep a bit on. Also let the speed come down a bit. So we're purely looking for the back section. So we have some oil tankers, then the sawmill stuff. Drop in. We keep it 20. I'll handle any corners ahead of us. The station is literally right behind us, so that's handy too. So here comes some tankers. The train itself is already leaving the sawmill. Oh, it's lengthy. It's lengthy. Here comes the caboose. See tankers rounding the corner. So the job for the sawmill is not even in sight yet. How long this frickin' train is. Oh. It'd be nice to get this 500 odd ton dropped off the back of it. There we go. That's starting to come in now. Start brake. So it takes a while to get the brakes on. We got the almighty sprint then to catch up with the front of the train. Oof. Gotta make sure the whole job. Okay. So that, as I say, is that. It's your first job. So job number one. Happy days. That's a nice 48,000. Thank you. So what we do is disengage the brake. And try and play catch up at the front of the train. Like you see, it's starting to roll. So we're on a downhill, so we'll let it roll. Because just rolling, it's not going to be too bad. My word, the length of this thing. I know I keep saying it, but damn. Kick the engine in now. And in we come. Right, we'll call that one episode, and we'll move across to the second one where we'll start getting the rest of this delivered. So see you in the next one.